You have to be responsible for your own decision making. But that means you actually go to the experts in their field so that you can sit down and say, what we're thinking is, and you can get real advice that is based on experience, depths of experience, not, oh, I once heard of someone that did this before. I can do it. It's fine. I can do it. I've done. I don't do off-plan purchases because I don't have experience in them. I also think they're very risky, but there are occasions where we have purchased in very limited circumstances. But the reason I don't do it is I don't have enough experience in that area. There are other people in my office who do. Yeah. So I would not be the person that I would put on a job to purchase an off-plan property. Similarly, a solicitor, even a mortgage broker, even if you're looking at entering into an off-plan purchase, there are different ways those mortgages have to be structured. And you have to understand that the normal pre-approval period actually it flies out the window. So if you have pre-approval for a purchase and you put a contract on an off-plan property and it's got an expected completion date of, say, 12 months, let's call it 12 months, then what you're approved for when you entered in that contract is not the approval that you still have when that property is ready to settle. You have to go through the whole process again. You actually, if your circumstances have changed, if one of you is no longer working, if your income's gone down, if you spent money that you shouldn't have, if your circumstances have changed, if you've got another credit card that you didn't have before and that changes your borrowing capacity, anything that you do in that interim period and any changes to the bank's lending criteria can impact whether you will actually get that money or not.
And in New South Wales and Victoria, in recent years, there's been legislation put in place to stop this use of sunset clause by developers, because what was happening in the last boom was in a rising market. These developers were thinking, man, I can sell these for more. And so they were enacting these sunset clauses and people were losing money. Mind you, some of those people probably, they get their deposit back, but, obviously it's buying them less, the longer time they've been out of the market. Some of them, honestly, it'd probably be bullet dodged in some of those cases because, then those people have bought at inflated prices and a lot of those properties would not be worth what they paid for them today. But that's a whole different topic. The point being that there's been some governments that have recognised that this is, it is a practice that is not fair to buyers, but where it's legal, it's likely to happen. Yep. So therefore, you got to get the right advice to be protected.